about business. We supposed to admire each other as artists, right? And this the reason. And this the reason why you mad at me, bro? Cause I came out with a beautiful blessing baby boy? Huh? Do all of that to me? Mind you, there's some shit I'd never say to Kim because there's a line I won't cross. I'll be honest, but I'll never cross that line. You niggas known her for years. For years, ain't never said shit. Y'all despicable. Don't come in my DMs with this dumbass shit. Y'all niggas despicable. I said this shit to y'all in LA. It was real shit. Everything I say is from the motherfucking heart. I had never been a weirdo, bro. She fucking signed me. Some shit went wrong that she didn't like that had nothing to do with the music. I never disrespected her. No way in terms of business. I signed the contract. My lawyer told me not to sign the contract. I still signed the contract because I trusted her. And I was like, fuck it. And then shit went wrong. She stopped communicating with me. And then a couple months later, I'm like, okay, well, it ain't gonna stop me from dropping music. I'm an artist. I want to drop music. And then no communication. Now she want to take my music down, bro? Fuck out of here. All she had to do was reach out to me, be like, yo, you shouldn't be dropping music. And then I get my lawyer and we figure out how to end the contract. I didn't give a fuck if she had fucking 65% of my shit. I don't care. That's fine. If my shit blew up one day and I had to owe her some money, I don't care. I give it to her. I got nothing but love for shorty. That's it. We're here with this whole nigga had a baby on somebody, bro. Nobody had a baby on nobody, bro. Nobody was dating together. None of that, my nigga. That shit wasn't real, my nigga. That shit was not real. That shit was not my idea. Fuck it. And I ain't say shit either. The whole fucking time, I ain't say shit while niggas was fucking, while you fucking over there with, you know, getting groped up by another nigga. I ain't say shit. Cause I don't care. Okay, y'all obviously doing y'all big one on this shit. Cause I get another email, song was ready to drop tonight. It's getting taken down too. What do y'all niggas want, bro? What the fuck? Y'all want that funky ass advance you gave a nigga? You hit me up. I'd give you the shit back times 3, nigga. Like, I have this shit times 40, bro. This shit ain't shit.
Ty didn't stop there. Addressing the swirling rumors that there may have been a romantic relationship between himself and Lil' Kim, he shut that talk down completely. It was all fake, he said flatly, and it wasn't my idea. This statement has fueled even more online conversation, with fans wondering what exactly the nature of their relationship was, and whether Tay was manipulated in more ways than just financially. So far, Lil' Kim hasn't made any public statement in response to the accusations, but online, the drama has taken on a life of its own. Screenshots, memes, and opinions are flying as the hip-hop community watches closely to see if Kim will speak up or continue to stay silent. Now, from betrayal and broken contracts to the world of music and personal evolution, let's talk about Coco Jones, an artist who is making headlines for an entirely different reason. On April 25th, 2025, Coco released her highly anticipated debut album, Why Not More, and the internet has been buzzing ever since. This 14-track album is more than just a collection of songs. It's a declaration, a coming-of-age project from a former Disney Channel star who has officially grown into her own as a confident and soulful R&B artist. Blending traditional R&B vibes with hints of pop, trap, and reggae, the album showcases her range and depth. With big-name features like Future and YG Marley, Coco is clearly stepping into the major leagues. Tracks like Taste, which flips Britney Spears' iconic Toxic into a sultry R&B vibe, and By Myself, a raw and introspective ballad, stand out as examples of Coco's versatility and boldness. Critics have taken notice. Rolling Stone praised the album as varied, intimate, and always on message, noting how Coco manages to tell personal stories while keeping the sound fresh and engaging. Vulture applauded her growth and artistic control, saying the project shows off a more sensual, empowered, and confident Coco, far removed from her early days on the Disney Channel. But while critics have mostly been positive, the response from fans is a bit more mixed. Some listeners love the experimentation and emotional layers within the album. They see Why Not More as a necessary step in Coco's journey, an exploration of sound, identity, and storytelling. Others, however, feel the project lacks cohesion. One Reddit user summed it up perfectly, writing, "It was a very underwhelming album. I like You by Myself, On Sight, Most Beautiful Design, Taste, and Here We Go as individual songs." That quote echoes a growing online debate. Is Coco's versatility an asset or a sign of an artist still trying to find her true sound? Regardless of the mixed reactions, one thing is clear: Coco is evolving, and she's not afraid to take risks. With her tour kicking off on May 6th in Philadelphia, the singer is proving she's ready to own the stage and make her mark in today's competitive R&B scene. But while Coco's rise is based on talent and transformation, another story this week is rooted in controversy and legal warfare. Shannon, another public figure in the spotlight, has been forced to respond to serious allegations from a woman named Michelle Bundy Evans. In a strongly worded official statement, Shannon's legal team fired back at Michelle's claims, calling them completely false, malicious, and part of a disturbing pattern of obsession. According to the legal team, Michelle Evans has a long and concerning history, including documented time served in prison for allegedly trying to harm her husband in an attempt to pursue a romantic relationship with Shannon himself. They didn't mince words. The legal team emphasized that these latest accusations are just the latest in a series of attacks from someone with questionable motives and a dangerous past. They pointed to public records and stated that Ms. Evans' credibility is deeply compromised. In their statement, they urged both the public and media to treat these allegations with extreme caution, warning that what may seem like a scandalous headline is actually part of a deliberate campaign to harm Shannon's reputation. The statement also made it clear that Shannon has cooperated fully with authorities whenever necessary and remains focused on his professional and personal life. And just in case anyone was thinking about spreading more falsehoods, the statement ended with a legal reminder. Shannon reserves all legal rights to take action against any further defamatory claims.
Thinking beyond myself, just thinking about the world that we live in terms of the podcast stratosphere and everything like that. A lot of people want to walk around thinking you can do what you want to do when you want to do it. You could your own operation. You don't have to answer to anybody. That's not true. I've had people open their mouth and they've said, "Stephen A., you work for ESPN. What kind of control do you really have?" This is my podcast. This is my YouTube show. I own this. But if you think for 1 second that I could just do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, and there's not going to be any repercussions, you're clueless. And you're destined to fail and fall on your face. I'm not talking about Shannon Sharpe. I'm not talking about Shannon Sharpe. I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm talking about a climate that we're living in. Some people sit up there and they look at me and they say, "Stephen A. don't get himself in this kind of trouble. How does he pull it off?" Well, first of all, there's certain behaviors and proclivities that you never have to worry about me engaging in. But most importantly than that, I often say this about Walt Disney. I'd rather work for a place with standards than one looking for them. You know why? Because lines are drawn. And I never have to worry about crossing them because guess what? I've got something there reminding me, hold on. You don't need to do that. It's not a silo. I'm not by myself. I don't get to operate in any way that I want without having to worry about ramifications or repercussions. I always have to be concerned about that. So I'm challenged every day to come on the airwaves and think about the ramifications and repercussions of anything that I do. Constantly. And because of that, that's an additional guardrail to secure me from putting myself in a position that could jeopardize myself, my show, my brand, my family, company that I work for, and anything like that. Again, I'm not talking about Shannon right now. I'm talking about what people say when it comes to people like myself and others.
And now, shifting from legal disputes to the ever-chaotic world of celebrity drama, Kanye West is back in the headlines. This time, for taking a swipe at his ex-wife Kim Kardashian in one of the most unexpected and personal ways yet. In a now viral clip that's been making rounds on social media, Kanye stated in no uncertain terms that he wishes he had children with Paris Hilton instead of Kim Kardashian. He didn't leave any room for interpretation either. Kim was Paris Hilton's assistant, he began, before delivering the bombshell.
When, Kim was Paris Hilton's assistant, I said I had baby with Paris Hilton over Kim Kardashian. You guys, could you imagine if I had kids with Paris Hilton, how many hotels I have now? You get what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about that. The Hilton, the Hilton shit. Because I think y'all staying in a Hilton right now. The fucking Edition Hotels is a Hilton. You know what I'm saying? And Paris Hilton had the vision, and then that's what happened. Kim was like the Virgil. Kim was like Paris Hilton's Virgil. And that's what happened. If you like Arnold Schwarzenegger and you have a kid with a nanny, the nanny only power is to take your kids. So Kim's only power is to take my kids. I had a baby with a fucking assistant, bro. And then put her on Vogue. Then put her on Vogue, bro. You can't put no motherfucking assistant on Vogue, bro. That's exactly Bernardo know that, and it's king time now, bro. No more motherfucking assistants, no
Kim
more
Kardashian.
hugs.
But he wasn't just talking about love or relationships. He made it about legacy and wealth. Kanye explained that having children with Paris Hilton would have tied him to the Hilton Hotel empire. Could you imagine if I had kids with Paris Hilton, how many hotels I'd have now? He asked, referencing the iconic family name and its billion-dollar legacy. He even tied in the Edition Hotels, reminding people that those, too, are part of the Hilton brand. And in Kanye's mind, Paris Hilton had the vision and pedigree, something he claims Kim simply doesn't bring to the table. Then he took things even further. He compared Kim to Virgil Abloh, saying she was like a creative mentee to Paris Hilton, the same way Virgil was to him. But the metaphor didn't stop there. Ye made a controversial comparison to Arnold Schwarzenegger's infamous nanny scandal, suggesting that Kim's only power in their post-divorce life is the custody of their children. Kim's only power is to take my kids, he said. He followed up with a brutal jab, saying, I had a baby with an assistant, bro. Then he took aim at the media and the fashion world for allegedly hyping Kim up beyond her actual credentials. You can't put no mother assistant on Vogue, bro, he declared, directly referencing Kim's iconic Vogue cover. He even mentioned Bernard Arnault, the billionaire behind LVMH, claiming the Vogue placement was part of a larger machine designed to elevate Kim in ways she didn't earn. The rant ended with a final, now infamous line. It's king time now, bro. No more mother assistants, no more hugs. Unsurprisingly, the backlash was immediate. Kanye's comments were slammed as misogynistic, disrespectful, and deeply unfair to the mother of his children. Many called him out for degrading not just Kim, but women in general who worked their way up from positions like assistant or model to global influencer and entrepreneur. As of now, neither Kim Kardashian nor Paris Hilton has responded publicly. But given the intensity of Ye's words and the attention the video has received, it wouldn't be surprising if a response, or at least some behind-the-scenes fallout, comes soon. So, from celebrity betrayal and legal fallout to musical evolution and wild public rants, this week has been packed with drama from every angle. Whether it's Lil' Kim facing backlash from her own artist, Coco Jones receiving both praise and critique for her debut album, Shannon battling against serious allegations, or Kanye stirring controversy with his latest viral moment, one thing's for sure, the world of entertainment never stops spinning. And that's exactly why you're here. Because at Clock Africa, we break it all down, get to the heart of the drama, and deliver the stories everyone's talking about. Make sure you hit that like button, leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the stories that are shaking up the culture. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Clock Africa. Today, we dive into the unsettling mess surrounding former NFL star and sports podcaster Shannon Sharpe, a man whose reputation is sinking faster than a stone in deep water. If you haven't heard, Shannon is being sued for a mind-blowing $50 million by an OnlyFans model named Gabriella Zuniga. She accuses him of assault, choking, controlling behavior, and much more. The timing of this lawsuit had many side-eyeing Gabriella, especially since Shannon was negotiating a $100 million media deal. To add more suspicion, Gabriella hired Tony Busby, a lawyer infamous for chasing headlines and settlements. Let's not ignore the fact Gabriella had been begging Shannon for a baby, trying to lock in a paycheck for the next 18 years. At first glance, this situation reeked of a cash grab setup. But here's the kicker. Shannon, with his old creepy ways, should never have been involved with a 19 or 20-year-old model in the first place. A man in his mid-50s chasing barely legal women after being warned repeatedly? Come on now, this is your auntie talking. You should have found a grown woman who could love and challenge you, not someone who could take you down in 2 weekends. But no, Shannon wanted them young and wild, not stable or respectable. When Chad Ochocinco, his co-host on Nightcap, suggested he date Yvonne Orji, Shannon flat out rejected the idea. Yvonne was too black, too old, and worst of all, too wholesome for his taste. Shannon didn't want a righteous woman. He wanted Miss Nasty B. He made it clear he was searching for a sinner, not someone walking a clean path. Chad tried to talk some sense into him, telling him Yvonne could help him grow, but Shannon wasn't hearing any of it. He wanted a freak, plain and simple. And sadly, that decision led him straight into disaster. There's more. Gabriella and her lawyer released some receipts, and let's just say they are ugly. Over 2 years, Shannon and Gabriella had more than 100 BDSM encounters, reportedly consensual, with Gabriella often initiating the wild scenarios. She wanted it rough, tied up, choked, and Shannon, being the old freak he is, gladly played along. But things changed. Gabriella claimed Shannon crossed the line in October last year, assaulting her during one of their encounters. BDSM relationships can get murky fast, and without a clear, safe word, no doesn't always mean no. That's part of the danger when lines between consent and violence blur. Even after the alleged assault, Gabriella kept reaching out, sending explicit texts, asking Shannon for $25,000 per butt cheek. A lot of people are wondering, if she was really assaulted, why would she keep trying to hook up and ask for money? It's messy. Maybe Shannon went too far. Maybe Gabriella built up resentment after feeling used and underpaid. He degraded her during their role plays, cheated with other women, including one he flirted with live on IG, and Gabriella grew tired of it. She started recording their conversations, likely building evidence for her lawsuit. In one recording, Shannon sounds completely unhinged, threatening to choke her whether she wanted it or not. Shannon might have thought it was kinky race play, but the way Gabriella and her lawyer presented it made it seem anything but consensual. To make things worse, Gabriella claimed Shannon assaulted her again in January, ignoring her pleas to use protection and pushing past her boundaries. She sent him a heartbreaking text about crying after he left, and Shannon's cold response, asking if he could call her later, painted him in a terrible light. To top it off, Busby claims Shannon tried to offer Gabriella $10 million in hush money, supposedly to keep the scandal quiet while he was chasing that $100 million deal. Shannon's camp says it was blackmail, but even if that's true, paying someone off doesn't scream innocence. In fact, it hints at a man with skeletons tumbling out of the closet. Rumors are swirling that Shannon has quietly settled with multiple women in the past, including a production assistant he allegedly choked while working on Undisputed. Although Fox and Shannon denied wrongdoing, they still cut her a fat settlement check. And this isn't the only ghost from Shannon's past. Another woman, Michelle Evans, who was in a relationship with him for 10 years, also accused him of abuse. She detailed disturbing encounters during her interview with Tasha K., describing how Shannon forced himself on her, degraded her, and threatened her if she spoke out. She even got a restraining order against him, causing Shannon to step down from CBS Sports back in 2010. Now history is repeating itself. Shannon recently had to leave ESPN under the shadow of this latest lawsuit, and Michelle Evans's case is still active. And though Michelle herself has a criminal record, even a broken clock is right twice a day. Shannon's biggest problem isn't that he chose women with baggage. It's that he chased youth, chaos, and submission over maturity and peace. As long as they were white and wild, he was sold. Shannon's uncontrolled lust, his need for dominance, and his reckless decisions have now cornered him into a place where his brand and career are falling apart. If more women come forward, he's done for good. Even if he wins these legal battles, the court of public opinion has already started handing out the verdict. No major brand will want to work with someone carrying this much scandal and liability. Shannon should have listened. He should have chosen stability over scandal, righteousness over recklessness. But no, he said it loud and clear. He wanted a sinner. He got what he asked for, and now he's facing the fallout. Let us know what you think about this whole mess in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Clock Africa. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Welcome back to Clock Africa, your #1 spot for the hottest celebrity gist, entertainment buzz, and trending stories. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment. Today, we have 3 sizzling stories you definitely don't want to miss. Jonathan Majors revealing how he first met Meagan Good, Trippie Redd stirring up some major drama with a new boo, and Gigi Hadid throwing a star-studded birthday bash that had all of New York talking. Let's dive straight in. First up, let's talk about love, or should we say, divine intervention. Jonathan Majors recently sat down on the Jason Lee Show and gave fans an intimate peek into how he first met the beautiful Meagan Good. And believe it or not, their first meeting took place in the most unexpected of places, a bathroom.
I'm coming out the bathroom. She's coming in the bathroom. I'm just scrubbing up. She walks in, she goes, hey, the way she does. Hey. I'm like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? Actually, no, let me not stunt. I was not that cool. I was like, hey. And she was like, I just want to say, I see you. You're doing great work. I like what you're doing. Just very, very short, but very, very felt. You know what I mean? And she had them eyes too. And so I was like, okay, cool. You know, and she is who she is.
According to Majors, it was nothing short of fate. He was just scrubbing up in the bathroom at the prestigious Ebony 100 Gala when Meagan Good herself walked in. Majors admitted he tried to keep it cool, but in his own words, He didn't exactly nail it. Instead of a smooth, "Yo, what's up?" he said a shy, "Hey." But that didn't matter because Megan immediately recognized him and offered a compliment that Major said he would never forget. She just looked at me and said, "I just want to say I see you. You're doing great work. I like what you're doing," Major shared, his face lighting up as he recounted the moment. It wasn't just her words that stuck with him. It was also the way her captivating eyes locked onto his. Jonathan Majors walked out of that bathroom a changed man. He immediately found his agent and gushed, "Man, Megan Good just gave me a compliment." But the magic didn't end there. As they waited for their cars, Majors caught another glimpse of Megan. And as he says, he just couldn't stop looking. In fact, he's been looking ever since. Fans have been obsessed with their connection, and after hearing this adorable story, it's easy to see why. It's rare to witness a celebrity love story that feels this pure and serendipitous. And as Jonathan Majors put it, sometimes when you just know.
Hey. And she was like, "I just want to say, I see you. You're doing great work. I like what you're doing." Just very, very short, but very, very felt. You know what I mean? And she had them eyes too. And so I was like, okay, cool. And she is who she is,
Wait, but was Megan Good? She was hollering at you. Like, did you feel she was?
I didn't know what was happening. Let me finish the story.
Okay.
So by the time I walk out the bathroom, right, I see my agent, who's my boy, right? I see him. I just go, "Man, Megan Good just gave me a compliment." And he goes, "Oh, cool. All right, bet." We walk out. Now we're out waiting for the cars. And now I'm just smitten. I'm just sitting here like, wow, that was awesome. And then here she comes. And I couldn't help it. I looked, and I couldn't stop looking. And I haven't stopped looking since. And she caught that vibe.
Now, moving from love to a little bit of drama, let's get into Trippie Redd's latest headline-grabbing move. It seems like Trippie is back at it, and this time, the internet is not letting him breathe. Recently, Trippie Redd had fans in complete shock after he briefly posted, and then quickly deleted, a picture of his new lady. But what really sent social media into a frenzy was the messy timing. Reports have been swirling that Trippie allegedly cheated on none other than Coi Leray. And to make matters even worse, it allegedly happened while she was pregnant. Neither Trippie nor Coi have directly confirmed or denied the cheating rumors, but you already know how the internet moves. Fans wasted no time connecting the dots and airing their opinions. Some called out Trippie for being messy. Others accused him of trying to soft launch a new relationship without properly addressing the drama he left behind. The post and delete move only added fuel to the fire. Was he trying to sneakily introduce his new love interest? Was it a mistake? Or was it just Trippie being Trippie, unpredictable and chaotic? Meanwhile, Coi Leray seems to be handling everything like a boss. She's been laser focused on her music, dropping new tracks, performing, and showing nothing but positivity on her socials. No cryptic tweets, no indirects, just pure hustle. But let's be real. Fans are on high alert for any subtle clapbacks from Coi. You know she's good at moving in silence and striking when it counts. At the end of the day, whether Trippie's new romance is serious or just another headline, one thing is clear. The drama surrounding him and Coi Leray is far from over. And finally, let's switch gears to something a little more glamorous. Gigi Hadid just turned 30, and she did it in true supermodel fashion, surrounded by the biggest stars and plenty of sparkle. On April 25th, Gigi hosted an intimate but ultra-glamorous party at Le Chalet inside L'Avenue at Saks Fifth Avenue in New York City. The birthday girl looked absolutely stunning, rocking a white structured corset top paired with black leather pants, gold jewelry, and a Bordeaux manicure that screamed sophistication. And standing right beside her was her boyfriend, actor Bradley Cooper, sporting a Philadelphia Eagles varsity jacket that added just the right touch of casual coolness. The guest list was nothing short of iconic. Bella Hadid, Yolanda and Mohammed Hadid, Anne Hathaway and her husband Adam Schulman, Emily Ratajkowski, Tan France. It was basically a who's who of Hollywood and fashion royalty, all gathered to celebrate Gigi. The night was filled with laughter, music, and a chorus of happy birthday, sung by her closest friends and family. But of course, it wouldn't be a true celebrity event without a little bit of speculation. Fans couldn't help but notice a gold ring on Gigi's left ring finger, sparking immediate engagement rumors. Could Bradley have popped the question? Well, sources close to the couple say not so fast. While things are very serious between Gigi and Bradley, they are reportedly taking their time and enjoying their relationship without rushing into marriage. And honestly, with their careers, their kids, and everything else going on, who could blame them? The party was more than just a birthday bash. It was a celebration of Gigi's journey, her resilience, her success, and the incredible circle of people she's built around her. It's safe to say, Gigi Hadid knows how to throw a party that will be talked about for years to come. And there you have it, Clock Africa family. From divine love stories to messy drama and glamorous celebrations, the celebrity world never disappoints. If you enjoyed today's stories, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the hottest updates. We'll be back with more entertainment buzz right here on Clock Africa. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Welcome back to Clock Africa, where we bring the real, the raw, and the relevant straight to your screen. Today, we're diving into some heated drama involving Sky Jackson's baby daddy, her mom stepping in, and the internet sounding off. And later, we're unpacking Megan Thee Stallion's newest track that has fans thinking she might be throwing shade at Cardi B. It's giving messy, it's giving emotional, it's giving everything you didn't know you needed. So grab your tea, get comfy, and let's get into it. Before we unpack the story, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead to subscribe so you don't miss any update when we upload a video. Now, let's go. All right, people, let's talk about Sky Jackson's mom and the quiet storm she's been caught up in with Sky's baby daddy, Yuri. There's been a whirlwind of drama swirling around this man. First off, the guy's currently behind bars because he was a fugitive wanted in another state. He got locked up while Sky was still carrying their baby, which meant he completely missed the birth. That alone already had folks raising eyebrows, but it doesn't end there. While Sky was holding things down, this man was out here disrespecting her online like he didn't just have a whole child with her. It's giving red flags all over. Now, throughout all this public mess, Sky's mom has kept her lips sealed, playing the background role. But recently, someone spotted her dropping comments on social media that hinted at how she really feels. It seemed like she was replying to someone directly, and she didn't mince words. She said she's not embarrassed and called out Yuri, saying he's his own worst enemy. She made it clear that baby Casa is loved and well cared for, which no one really questioned. But of course, social media always has something to say. Folks started debating whether Sky's mom is stepping over the line. One person commented that the mom is coming across as a bit controlling. They pointed out that Sky made her choice in who she had a child with, and she's clearly standing beside that decision. Another added that while they respect a mother who defends her child, at some point Sky has to stand on her own as a grown woman. Someone else said, look, he's still a man, and their son will need a male role model someday. They added that some things a woman just can't teach a boy from experience. But then they followed it up by saying, the dad can't teach him much either because he hasn't proven to be decent. They made some solid arguments, but here's the thing. I don't think Sky's mom is being controlling at all. She's simply being a protective mother who's had enough of watching her daughter go through it. Honestly, I agree with her. Uriah is definitely his own worst enemy, and a mother's going to do what mothers do. She's going to defend her child and her grandchild however she can, especially when the father is stuck in a cycle of jail time and online antics. Sure, Kasa might turn out okay, but he'll need his father to be more than just a name on paper. If this man keeps heading in the same direction, the in and out of prison lifestyle might be the only thing their son sees. But hey, what do you think? Is Sky's mom doing too much or just enough? Now, let's jump into the next story lighting up the internet. Megan Thee Stallion just dropped her newest single, Whenever, and woo, the blogs are on fire. Fans are dissecting lyrics left and right, and a lot of people believe Megan is throwing some subtle but sharp shots at none other than Cardi B. Now we know Cardi has faced criticism for not fully writing her own raps, and the internet doesn't let her forget it. And now, with Megan's latest track, fans are putting the pieces together. In the song, Megan spits, "Who they compare to me? If they say this hoe hot, then she better be. If she writing her own ish, then we fit to see. Ends know that my pen never out of ink." Now be honest, does that sound like a jab in Cardi's direction? It sure feels like it. Rumors have been bubbling for a while that there's tension between Cardi and Megan, but nothing concrete has surfaced. One theory out there is that Megan wasn't too happy when Cardi decided to work with her ex. When that news dropped, Cardi got a wave of heat from fans who felt like she betrayed Megan. People expected loyalty since the two women seemed to be on good terms. Cardi responded to the noise and said she tries to stay neutral when she likes two people. She said things always get messy when you get involved in other people's relationships. Her exact words were something along the lines of, "I fuck with both of y'all, and I'm not getting in the middle of nothing. I stay neutral, and both of y'all know that's how I roll." Cardi made it very clear that she doesn't have any beef with Megan. But that doesn't stop fans from asking, do those lyrics mean Megan has beef with her? Personally, I don't think there's any real drama between them. Even with the rumors floating around, there's never been actual proof of tension. People love quoting Megan's lines and assuming she's coming for Cardi. But unless Megan steps up and says it plainly, it's all just noise. Let's be honest. If Cardi B had real beef with someone, we'd know. She's not shy about speaking her mind or clapping back. She lives out loud, so if there was real tension, it'd be front and center. But what do you think? Do you believe Megan's throwing subtle shade? Do you think these two rap queens are hiding a silent feud? Or is it just fans reaching for drama? Let's talk in the comment section. Please be respectful. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you never miss when we drop the next story that everyone will be talking about. This is Clock Africa, where the culture connects. Signing out till next time.
When I two people and I like two people, I stay away from, because when it comes to relationships, some always happen. And one thing about me, I'm gonna stay neutral and I'm gonna stay self-motivated. And both of y'all could attest that's how I really am. I don't want to hear nothing because I'm both of y'all. And God forbid, I don't want to be in the middle of nobody.
Okay, so right now I'm on set and Ferris just brought some pickleballs in the room. What the fuck is a pickleball? Y'all over there making anything in that factory. But I love pickles, so we're gonna try it. You ready, Kelly?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna try it at the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Damn. This tastes like
A pickle in a ball.
pickle Cheeto ball.
Y'all ate that. Hot Cheeto. Hot Cheeto. If y'all want to fuck them up, you know what to do. Bussin'. Wake up! Why would you raise it? Okay, we're done with look number 1. I'm about to pop these off and give them a toss. Day 2, and they out here in a fish tank in the desert. No, thank you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm scared of him.
I'll put that.
Okay, we're about to finally change out of this look. Bitch, I can't believe it's still bright outside. Okay, I'm about to pop these off and give them a Tav. I don't know where Tav is, but I'm gonna leave these in her station.
Today, I was feeling like lace nails, so Tav woke up and made me lace from scratch.
Bitch, she said she painted this shit. Right now, the director is fucking it up. Put a hump in your back and shake your arm. Hey. Yeah. Wow. This is how we check angles on Team Stallion. I'm crushing it. Oh my God. They stink. And this one too. It's heavy. Oh my God. You want it bad. Making this heavy. I'm about to get these to Tav. And that's a wrap.
Megan, make these damn songs longer. Make them longer. So good.
Late to say that is on if my let's let us lot of one some Victor Moisey and Vita sleep then smith him and we my tweety Rayleigh lines on it like him with his cry how much he sealed him see the stars rumor not just credit like busted her mouth because it needs of his can secretly miss instinct was great don't act musically and stuff where hello dolly I breath J first this you sound key and relax get my say nothing she would lunch you want baby she so her to says in her take down it is so chore and string out and do it her problem women and Gabrielle and women like her wouldn't even glance at Shannon if he weren't rich and famous. This ain't love. This is business. Even Monique tried to tell him, you better get someone who loves you. Get yourself an old gal who can bake cakes, make smothered turkey wings, rub your feet at night, and sip your cognac when you come home tired. But no, Shannon wants to play in the shallow end with women who only see him as a dollar sign. Well, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. I'll see you in the next video.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Welcome back to Clock Africa, your one-stop destination for the latest updates in entertainment, celebrity drama, and cultural trends. Today, we're diving into one of the most explosive celebrity scandals currently rocking the internet. The alleged cheating saga involving Ari Fletcher, Offset, and Moneybagg Yo. This one's messy, so grab your popcorn because we're breaking it all down. So let's start from the top. It seems like Ari Fletcher's